Hello, party people. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I didn't exactly prepare this, but no matter how bad no matter how bad things got, this was always here for me. This is something I could work on whenever I wanted, however much time I wanted, however much money I wanted. There's like 50 to 60, more closer to 60 end. I haven't checked my rank on PSN profiles in a while. There's only like 60 other people in the country that have more platinum trophies than I do. Maybe it's the PlayStation level, maybe not necessarily the platinum trophies, but you know what I mean. It's probably around that. Only about, I want to say like 300 to 400 people in the world, and these are all people with PSN profiles. So there might be other people out there with more who don't have a PSN profile. But anyway, on psnprofiles.com, if you look up TCB-Gaming-PS, eventually when this updates, when PSN profiles updates, you'll see this. You'll see what I see right there. 300 to about 400 other people in the world. I don't know how many profiles are in PSN profile. I think it's like over 1 million. But obviously that's not every single PlayStation player out there. But for now, let me just add this moment. I don't know what the future holds in terms of whether I'm going to continue this insane race or if I'm going to do something else. I mean, I've published 3 books. I graduated 3rd in my class. I've been to 3 other countries besides the United States. And now I have this 3. I know it might seem like I'm joking around. Like pretending like this is an emotional moment or something. You guys don't know how many shitty games I played that were like 99 cents, sometimes less. You don't know how many shitty games I played like that I actually paid like more than the actual retail price for, that turned out up as shit, like Diablo 4. This one's not gonna go an hour, but like I said, no matter how bad things got, this, as silly as it sounds, this was my escape. Yeah, I would say that like 90% of these games are easy platinums, but like my platinum in Reflector is worth the same amount of points as your platinum in Elden Ring. Just saying. That's the funniest part to me. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, to be honest. Towards the latter end of the Vita. I I sort of I wouldn't like I still have it. I still have my PlayStation Vita. I just like I don't want to say there was nothing left, but there's nothing that I cared about left. Um, I still have my PS3, the one with the sliding disk drive, the whatever, the compact disk drive. I I sold my PlayStation 4. I sold it because on PS5 I knew I was gonna be able to play PS4 games, so I didn't need a PS4 anymore. I thought. But unfortunately, Genshin Impact won't auto pop those trophies for me with the PS4 version. But hey, whatever. Not like I'm bitter or anything. Whatever. Obviously, I'm going to keep playing Genshin Impact. I don't know what the status of Diablo 4 is. Maybe it's going to be a once in a while kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, I stopped doing that shit where you have a special platinum on an even number like 3,000. Um, I it just wasn't my thing. Like that's like asking me to pick which easy platinum was the easiest. Like I don't know. I don't remember off the top. It's like asking me to pick which difficult game. The 10% of difficult games. It's like asking me which difficult game do I like the most. Well, I will say the Path of Exile Platinum. That's probably. I'm pretty sure that's the rarest platinum I have, but as well, it's the one that means the most to me. Um, but all this other shovelware shit, this easy platinum bullshit. I'll do a video going from 2,000 to 3,000, or I'm gonna do 2,900 to 3,000, but that all that will come in time. You know, I'm not exactly this is so silly. I'm not exactly in the best housing situation, but there's still a roof over my head and food in my belly. That I feel fortunate enough I have a place I can come back to in case I ever needed to. Every time I leave, I think this is the beginning of the rest of my life. And I come back here and it's like I have to pick up the pieces. I have to somehow take all these pieces and put them back together to make some semblance of a person who wants to contribute to society. Begs the question, when's 4,000 coming, right? This is so silly. I mean, yeah, it sucks still having this. It's not carpal tunnel, in case you guys are wondering. No, it's not. It was a basketball injury that's not going away. I think I landed on my hand or something, and I turned my palm a certain way that wasn't a good idea. I don't know, that wasn't supposed to be natural, and it's just I think it's just like a sprain. I had an X-ray done, and they didn't the walking clinic didn't find anything wrong with it. In terms of the bone, there was nothing wrong with it. I think it's like a nerve or a muscle thing. So I have to see like a hand doctor about it. I think they call those ortho doctors. I don't know, orthopedia, some, I don't know. But I told myself I was gonna do this. I was gonna leave all these moments of silence during the video, but it's just silly. I know. It's like it doesn't mean anything theoretically. It means something to me. Maybe the goal should be 3,333 just to keep it even, right? I, believe it or not, I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not thinking about what's next. That's not a concern of mine at the moment. I always say this, but maybe I'll work on my Steam account. I'm not gonna, but I say it all the time. There's some Steam games I hope will come out on PlayStation, like Vampire Survivors was the best news for the game being ported to PlayStation. I had a long fucking time. Um, um, no one can take this away from me. If my account got hacked tomorrow, I still have this video. Like this moment, it's like I'm not saying it's like a milestone in my life, obviously, but I had a goal at the time, and I reached it at this time. I don't know what made me pick 3,000. Maybe because 3,000 is a nice even number. Maybe it's some significant in other ways. I don't know. Like, is every single stack and every single easy platinum on this list? Of course not. Are there a lot of them? Yes, there are. I mean, yeah, I consider it a hobby, but at the same time, I do consider this an accomplishment in the sense that obviously with all these easy platinums, it wasn't that hard, but it did take time and it took money, of course. Was I spending like less than $5 per game? Yeah, maybe a little bit over with tax, but I I had a budget and I followed it, and I finally got to where, even if it's just for now, where I want to be, and I'm here now. I People might not believe it when I say this, but I worked really hard to get this. Like, I wasn't spending my money going out to some club or something. I wasn't spending my money on some get rich quick scheme. Like, I wasn't doing any of that. I'm not saying this was more important to me. I'm saying I like to finish things one at a time before I start something new. When Could Have Been Crazier was published, I sort of looked around. I was like, logically, Could Have Been Craziest is next, but I mean, there was no rush. It Could Have Been Craziest is supposed to be published by my 50th birthday. I'm not sure if you guys remember that, but there you go. Now you know, or now you've been reminded. I just stare at that number right now. That little, it's like, it's sort of like an NBA Finals championship. I mean, it's because it's got that ball at the top, you know, like a basketball, and like that one has a ball at the top. Yeah. Now I know how Curry must feel when he won those 4 championships. Now I know how good it feels. Oh my god. It's so silly. This whole thing, this entire video is silly. But it means something to me, and even if no one else understands it, no one else gets it, this is important to me, and nobody influenced me to make that important to me. Nobody encouraged me to do this. Like, I did all of this of my own volition, of my own, sense of finishing things. Yeah, no one forced me to do this. No one would. I'd like to think there's some people out there who are expecting me to do this, but even then, like, until you actually do it, it's not done. Am I right? So my 3000 platinum was that game you just saw me platinum, Cosmic Paradise. Okay. This is, I can't say this enough. This is so silly. I mean, like, to some people it's completely meaningless and a waste of time, but like, this, when there weren't that many reasons to be, this was something that made me happy. I mean, yeah, is it silly to get emotional about this? To some people it might be. To some people it might not be. Are there people on my friends list who have more than 3,000 that I have right now? I'm pretty sure there's at least a couple, maybe a few. Maybe they just wanted to see my trophy list so they could see which games I had that they didn't have, because most likely it was an easy platinum. Come on now. The last time I took a break, right, I still kept Bad Driver's page bookmarked. Every once in a while I would look at it and be like, oh, I'll get that one eventually. It's not like it was only on a temporary sale for a cheap game, you know what I mean? Sometimes that happens, but like, for the most part, we're talking a difference of like $1 or $2. I know it adds up over time, but like, every game you play cannot be on sale, okay? Every game that's out there wasn't necessarily on sale at one point. Like, I mean, like, some of the most obscure games out there, do you think those go on sale? Like, they might, but like, the games that go on sale are the games that people want to buy. Like, is trophy hunting an aspect of that? Of course. Do you guys think that the majority of PlayStation players are trophy hunters? Because the answer is no. Trophy hunting is a minority of PlayStation users. Like, why would anyone find this fun unless you just really like the fucking dopamine? Dopamine. I will admit that the dopamine around 2000 was more than the dopamine now. I will admit that. Like, how much less? I don't know. But I don't know. It makes me happy. And during the pandemic, during certain election results, I wasn't happy. And I just needed something to call my own, and this trophy list is. I did all of this from Platinum 1 to 3000. I did all of this. On certain Platinums that I have people I played with, people who helped me, people who I helped, of course. Have I met people along the way? Of course. Do I keep in touch with all of them? No. Is that a problem? Not necessarily. It's just the nature of the beast. That's all I can really say about it. If you're fortunate enough to make friends with someone you played some of these bullshit games with, whether that be a respectable, quote-unquote respectable Platinum or not, if you still keep in touch with them, even if it's not like every day, every week, you should be thankful for that. You should feel lucky that you didn't have some person rage on you because they think a computer screen makes them invulnerable to the real world laws and whatnot. And I mean, it's never happened to me, but if someone was harassing me or threatening me, you go ahead and do that. I'll let you know what happens. How about that? They say snitches get stitches, but I don't have time for bitches. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I guess that wraps things up. It's silly to me to get emotional about this. I'm sorry. All right. We're not doing that. Not this video. Maybe a video in the future, but not this video. No, that's not happening. I spent a long time doing this one by one. I mean, in some cases were there cross saves with auto pops, of course, but you still had to do at least one version of the fucking game, man. That's all I'm saying. I didn't really have anyone supporting me, but then again, I never really asked for support. I mean, I don't want to say this is a very solitary hobby, but like if you could like share platinums, instead of every individual player has to earn that one platinum, and like, when you're boosting people and whatnot, like, do you help them get their trophy too? Of course. Well, you should. But of course, that doesn't mean you're never going to talk to them again, or that you guys are going to be BFFs for the rest of your life. But things change, and I'm just grateful I got to this moment. Like this isn't like 5,000. It's not like 10,000. It's 3,000. That's what it is. Yeah. I'm gonna like go in a corner and cry right now. I wish I had like some fireworks or some graphics to pop up right now, but we don't do that shit here. We don't. Oh, I don't do that shit here. like confetti. All right. I will say to everyone who's been on this journey with me, thank you for your support, and I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you at like 4,000 or 5,000. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't hold these emotions against me. Like, if you hit 3,000 platinums, let's see how much you have it together. Come on now. Take care of yourselves and each other.